I was at McDonald's over Easter break, and I couldn't help but admire the Happy Meal toys. I noticed they're still doing that thing where they like divide them up by gender. Like if you're a boy, like you get the Hot Wheels car, and if you're a girl, you get like a Barbie doll or something. And I just feel that's like awfully presumptuous. That like they just assume based on your gender, like what toy you're interested in. It's a little outdated thinking. I think we should live in a world where like if you're a boy, you're free to experiment with Barbie dolls, and if you're a girl, you can get your race on. It just made me think like back in like the 1960s, like in the Jim Crow era, like did they have separate Happy Meal toys for like black kids and white kids? And like I just couldn't imagine like pulling up to like the voice box and like, hey, can I take your order? Like, oh, I'll take a Happy Meal. Is your son a Negro or a white man? We're African American. Oh, okay, yeah, here's 3/5 of the Happy Meal toy. That was an era of our history. I didn't make that up. I'm starting to doubt more and more like whether I'm a good person or not. I feel this is entirely unrelated. Because I feel like when you're little, like you just assume like there's no way you could not be a good person. You're a precious little angel. The only way you could be like a bad person as a kid is if you were like a bully or something. So like there's always like that one kid in like first grade or whatever who like tries to barter friendship with like cookies and stuff. Like that guy has to be a bad person as a child. I can remember like he comes up to me and like, yo, give me your cookies or we're not friends anymore. And I just have to say like, well, if that's going to be the basis of our relationship, like we got to go with the second one. We're not friends anymore. Like you're taking advantage of me. I'm only enabling your childhood obesity. If we're going to continue on this path, like you're going to find yourself a grown man with very few cookies and very few friends. And we're going to die, and you're going to go up to heaven, and I will be seated above in my throne of Oreos and Chips Ahoy, with my cherubim of Keebler elves. And you'll gaze up, and I will look down, and I'll be all like, when I was homeless, did you give me shelter? When I was thirsty, did you give me drink? When I was hungry, did you try to swindle me out of my fucking Nutter Butters? Amen, amen, I say to you, you are not my friend. Yeah, I feel I'm doubting more and more whether I'm a good person. Because like when I applied to college, I wrote in all my essays like, I'm a good person, I like helping people. And I've been in college, and I haven't helped any people. Ever since I try to do the easy thing, like just take the easy path. Ever since I was like maybe in middle school, I was always kind of an avoidant, evasive personality. I remember we had a charity basketball tournament where like we'd get the day off and everyone would bring in $2 and like organize into basketball teams and we'd like play. And if you were in 8th grade, you had to be a captain of your team. And you'd like partner up with a friend and you'd get to choose like which 6th and 7th graders you wanted to put up with for a day and like play basketball. Which really sucked for me because me and my best friend, our entire relationship was based on that we were the 2 worst basketball players. Just like back in 5th grade, we met each other like, yo, you can't make a layup? I barely know the rules of this game. Let's go to sleepovers. Charity basketball tournament is approaching. I'm racking my brain for ways to get out of it. Maybe a relative could die, I could miss school, maybe my dog could die. For a brief moment, I was considering dying. But I was getting creative. What if I was uncontrollably pooping the morn of the charity basketball tournament? So my devious little mind went to like a convenience store? I went with my little brother. I got like Pringles, icy for my little brother, gave him a look like no one is to know about this. And I got like 5 things of like X-Lax. I didn't know how it functioned, and I set an alarm for like 2 in the morning. I would take all this X-Lax at 2 in the morning so that like when I would wake up, like I would be incapacitated. That's how I thought it worked. That didn't work out. Well, like, the really, really messed up thing about that is that, like, back in 8th grade, I had a torn ACL. I didn't need an excuse to not play basketball. It was, like, medically necessary for me to not hurt myself. So, I just really was at that age where I was experimenting with, like, medication. I don't know. So I'm trying to be a better person. Trying to think of others. They say, like, before you judge someone, you have to consider, like, what it feels like to be in their shoes. I guess I'm, like, halfway there. Like whenever I'm judging, like, a girl or something, I always consider what it would feel like to be in her vagina. Hey, Jelly!